Minister within the Ministry of Housing and Water, Susan Rodriguez, said her government is on target to reach the 50,000 house lots allocation from 2020 to 2025. Speaking at the ministry's end-of-year press conference at the Arthur Chung Conference Center today, the minister said some 28,368 residential house lots have been allocated over the past 3 years. She noted that with the inclusion of the other categories such as residential, commercial, religious, and open public spaces, the total is over 30,000 lots.
We have maintained over the last 3 years a consistent 40% allocation to women only. So I believe this year is about 2023, it was about 43%, and that has been consistent. And by income, when you examine the allocations by income, a combined low, moderate, and middle income lots accounting for 92% of our total allocations over the last 3 years. So that is significant, and that is in keeping also with the objective of the housing program. That is to ensure that affordable housing is provided.
Minister of Housing Colin Crowell said the ministry has been targeting 2019 and prior.
We have been targeting 2019 and prior. That is our target we are on now. However, what we found after those announcements, you had persons turning up demanding that who were before 2019 to be allocated. The fact is, though, it has to be matched on availability of land. So, for example, our recent allocations within the last year or year and a half for Region 4 has been East Coast. That is because East Bank of Demerara, we have allocated, or we have reached to the saturation point of our available land on the East Bank of Demerara. So all the allocations that you've been seeing ongoing are on East Coast, for East Coast of Demerara lands. So that must be taken into context. And similarly, Region 3, because of where the heavy or pending applicants are between Region 3 and 4, that's where we have responded by region to our applicants.
He noted that while the mandate was to ensure house lot allocation, his ministry has invested over $8 billion on completed houses.
We have invested over $8 billion if you quantify the houses that have been completed. I am speaking therefore of over 1,165 completed houses in various brackets. So for example, again, let me give you the scenario. Our highest completed bracket for houses, as you would expect, is the low income, 580. The next category, moderate income, 370. And despite all the requests and the glamour and the news we see, completed young professionals to date is at 89. So do the comparison and we'll understand. And then under the adequate housing, which we'll speak a few minutes, we have completed 82 of the courtrooms program. And that does not take into consideration our ongoing hinterland